This NBA player survived a brutal and devastating civil war which claimed the lives of over 2 million people between the years of 1983 to 2005. Despite growing up in the middle of this deadly war, he overcame all the odds in the world to fulfill his dream of becoming an NBA player. This is the incredible story of Duop Reath. Many have not heard the name Duop Reath before. I know before this season I hadn't either. Reath made his NBA debut at the age of 27 on November 12, 2023 for the Portland Trail Blazers, playing against the Los Angeles Lakers. But how did he get here? Well, his journey to even get this far was one of a kind. It all began back in South Sudan with life in the Kakamu refugee camp. Reath's family during this time was stuck right in the middle of the Second Sudanese Civil War. His family sought refuge in Kenya in hopes to avoid being a part of the massacre that took over 2 million lives. Reath's early life was filled with destruction, chaos, and a fear of death daily. It wasn't until he was 9 years old when he and his family caught a break and Duop's father's cousin in Australia was able to sponsor their journey to the country. The family was finally able to settle down in Brisbane, Australia, where Duop was able to start his education. Initially aspiring to join Australia's national soccer team, a growth spurt during his 10th year led him to pivot into basketball, where he discovered a new passion. While playing ball in Australia, Reath caught the attention of Marcus King, an assistant at Lee College in Texas. This paved the way for Reath's entry into the NCAA basketball scene. His freshman and sophomore seasons at Lee College back in 2014-2016, he showcased his basketball prowess, averaging an impressive stat line of 14.6 points and 8.4 rebounds per game in his sophomore season. Due to this stellar play, it put him even more on the map, where he was able to transfer to the LSU Tigers in 2016. Reath continued to make an impact, earning SEC Player of the Week and delivering standout performances. His contributions continued into the 2017-18 season, maintaining stellar averages and earning another SEC Player of the Week title. Despite going undrafted in 2018, Reath's journey persisted, taking him through various teams and leagues, including the Dallas Mavericks, Brooklyn Nets, and Phoenix Suns Summer League teams. He also spent time overseas with teams that included FMP in Serbia, Crvena Zvezda in Serbia, the Illawarra Hawks in Australia's NBL, and the Qingdao Eagles in CBA China. It wasn't until a significant move in Al Riyadi Beirut in Lebanon in 2003 where Reath showcased his impact. He was a major contributing factor to a West Asia Subdivision Championship, and it was soon after this that Reath put on an impressive performance at the 2023 FIBA World Cup for the Australian national team. Due to his stellar play, he was able to get eyes on him from NBA scouts from this one team in particular. That was the Portland Trail Blazers. They decided to give him a one-year deal on October 2nd, 2023. Despite a setback with a waiver on October 21st, he quickly bounced back, signing a two-way contract just 3 days later. That's when his official NBA debut came at age 27 against the Lakers on November 12th of 2023, where he could finally let all the hard work, dedication, and unlikely odds of getting to this point settle in. But Duop Reath still isn't close to being satisfied. So far this season, he's starting to make a name for himself in the Trailblazer organization. From just being a two-way contract player to getting some time in the rotation and now starting to see bigger minutes. In his last 3 games alone, starting from January 12th to the 17th, he put up impressive stat lines of 14 points, 6 rebounds, 1 steal and a block in 24 minutes, 17 points, 6 rebounds, 2 steals and a block in 39 minutes, and then in his last game, 17 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists in only 25 minutes of play. And of course, can't forget the biggest game of his career to date, back on December 27th against the Kings, where he dropped an incredible 25 points on 9 of 15 shooting, including 3 of 6 from deep and 9 rebounds to go along with it, all in just 32 minutes of play. The Portland Trail Blazers may have just found themselves a very unlikely steal for their team, and Duop Reath may have just found himself an official new home, and hopefully eventually being able to earn a big-time contract and get his loved ones in his first home in a better situation. If there's one thing that you need to make sure you remember from this video, it's the name Duop Reath.